Good afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone, Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and this is my cohort, Heather,
Hi.
and we are the Crones. Welcome to our channel today. Today we're going to talk about non-attachment. It's a pretty quick show, actually. There's a lot of information.
Depends
Hi,
on
Janet
how much
P.
you guys say.
Yeah, so we would like to hear your remarks in the chat room, or see your remarks in the chat room. Of course, we'll read them out loud, but we always like your input into whatever subject we're discussing.
Can't hear us?
Our hearing is working. Can you turn it up, please? Hi, Junosphere. Hi, Stacy Richardson. Thank you. Can you guys hear us? What does that mean? Non-attachments. Well, we're going to tell you all about what non-attachments mean. Hi, Butterfly Kisses. Our volume is up. It's up all the way. Huh. Juno can hear us. Okay, good enough. I don't know what's up, Linda. You might want to check your phone or your computer.
Is anybody else having trouble hearing?
No, they can hear us.
Okay.
It's a bit low, she says. That's very strange. So talk loud today, please.
I will talk louder.
Before we get started, let's go to Heather and her cards.
Yeah.
And see what the cards have to tell us for today.
And I'll try to speak loudly enough.
I have no idea why you can't hear. Okay. Oh, it was your laptop. Okay. Well, I turned my laptop off because we have the mic here. It is a bit hairy today. Hi, White Dragon. Welcome. Yay. Glad to see everyone. So today's is giving away your power, right?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Non-attachment. Sorry, that was our last show.
Giving you all powers.
We
Next
hope
one.
you enjoyed that.
Okay.
Oh, Lordy.
Do you want us to look back so we can find out what that was for you?
What non-attachment is?
Yeah, sure.
It's not being attached to anything.
Yeah, but we did have a different definition.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I was looking to see how it was different. There, that's how it's different.
Okay, non-attachment is not detachment. It's about learning how to let go of the thoughts and emotions that create our suffering. Detachment and non-attachment are often used interchangeably, but there is a fundamental difference. Because when you're detached, you're uninvested, indifferent, you don't really care. But when you're not attached, you're interested in the process, but you don't rely on the outcome.
If the outcome changes, it doesn't bother you.
Exactly. Hi, MJ420. Glad to see you. Today's show is giving away your power. Sorry about the non-attachment thing. Eek. How is everyone today? And what did he say? White Dragon fell asleep at the Solaris thing yesterday towards the show.
Really?
Must have needed it. Yeah.
Oh, well, let me move these things so you can see them straight.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
We love
anyway.
Butterfly Kisses Healing's YouTube channel. Go check it out. She has all kinds of great stuff. Okay.
We start out with the knowledge that we've received, and that's where we are right now. But sometimes when we're trying to manifest things, it gets in the way. So manifesting gets in the way of what we already know. But we have the energy, and we're just waiting for it to happen. And meanwhile, our soul's still taking flight with everything that we're doing. It's still going, yes, we're ready, we're going. But like I said, sometimes the manifestation of what we want gets in the way of what we really do know. So we become attached. Anyway, so when we recognize this, then the manifestation, we can overcome the manifestation because we've recognized that that's what's getting in the way. And then everything just goes back to simplicity again, and everything's working.
I like it when everything works.
Yeah, I do too.
Lately, it hasn't been that way so much. Hi, Valerie.
Mercury.
Welcome today. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody here. We've had some really shitty, excuse my French, news yesterday. Our little 19-year-old kitty has cancer and is on her way out. So we're busy loving on her and giving her whatever she wants for however long she has
She's
left
doing
comfortably.
hospice here at home.
Yeah,
Because
she's in
she's not
hospice
hurting.
here.
She's on medicine that makes sure she's not hurting. She still loves to be petted. She still purrs a lot. She's still eating. So basically, as long as she's a happy kitty, we'll just continue making sure she stays that way.
Keep her comfortable. It sucks, but that's the way life goes. Anyway, I know she'll be fine, and I'll see her on the other side. So
Not only that, I imagine she'll be here a lot,
yeah, yes, she will.
like our other animals.
I know. Yeah, we have a house full of animals that are actually on
Past
the other
animals,
side.
yes.
Yes.
Her name is Miss Kitty, believe it or not. Valerie asked what her name was.
It's Miss Kitty. She was found. Somebody dumped her, and my granddaughter found her when she was a toddler, and they kept her until everybody found out they were allergic to cats, and
So she
then we
became ours.
inherited her probably 12 years ago. So she's been here.
Yeah.
And hi, Roseflower. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway, we call
Yeah.
her MK for short.
Yeah,
But-
she's a cutie patootie.
Miss Kitty.
Just so sweet. She even gets groomed. The groomer can't believe she grooms a cat because
Because she doesn't
only
object.
Miss Kitty would.
Let you sit there and trim off what needs to be and give her a bath.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
really.
good.
And she loves. Well, she's so used to the kids doing it. I mean, when she was a kitty, they would grab her up and just drag her around. And even while they were 8 or 9, they would come over to Grandma's house, pick her up, and just drag her around.
Yes.
We have pictures of Olivia doing that.
Yeah. Hi,
She
Lady
didn't
Soul.
care.
Welcome. Nice to see you here today. So we're going to talk about giving away our power. What does it mean? How are we doing it? And how the hell do we stop it? Because that's not something we want to do. Giving away our power means that we don't believe that our feelings and thoughts are valid. It means we allow others to influence us negatively in how we feel about ourselves. That's true. I can remember doing that on numerous occasions.
It also means you won't stand up for yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
This happens when we sacrifice pieces of ourselves to get validation from other people. We don't need their validation. We only need ours. When our lives go spinning out of control, it's usually the result of loss of personal power. As you all know, losing touch with our hopes, courage, and confidence can go a long way into undermining our happiness. Amen. It's about the power to be yourself and to trust what you're feeling. Trust those feelings are real and that your voice matters and that you have a choice and you use your gut and your intuition. I love that. I love it when we read things that actually say to use your intuition because
It's
most
right.
of my life people weren't. They thought intuition was nonsense. So
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
So the only validation in the world that matters is yours, for you. It's your own. And we are the only ones who have the ability to find value and worth in ourselves and also in our lives. If it matters to us, then it matters. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. And placing this power in the hands of others will always destroy our sense of self, and it pulls us away from the things that offer fulfillment and joy to us, because we're always trying to please somebody else rather than ourselves. And giving away our power can take lots of forms, and believe me, I've probably hit every single one of them.
I think I have to at one point or another.
Yeah. I mean, when your self-worth depends on somebody else's opinion, now that's been a lifelong thing. And when we determine whether our needs are reasonable or acceptable based on how we think other people respond, remember, other people, it's supposed to be based on us.
Yep.
And when you give in to guilt trips, oh, I should have, shoulda, coulda, woulda. When you apologize all the time and you didn't do anything wrong. It may not be the way somebody else would have done it, but you didn't do it wrong. And when we are afraid to speak our truth, and that's a big one for me. And when you constantly complain, and a lot of times when you complain, you don't realize that's what you're doing.
It's true.
And when you're a people pleaser, and when you work excessively, got to get this done, got to get this done, got to get this done.
When another driver, this is one of mine, when another driver cuts you off in traffic, launching you into an angry tirade that puts a damper on the rest of your day.
And everybody around, actually. Oh, she's mad.
Actually, I don't let it bother me the rest of the day. It bothers me for 5 seconds. I
right.
yell at them and I'm good.
You're good. That's all that matters.
Of course, they don't ever hear me, but when you often fall into victim mode, when you blame others for your feelings, when you're too busy for self-care, these are all giving your power away.
You're working so hard on everything else. You don't have time to take a relaxing bath, or you don't have time for a nice, relaxing swim or a walk.
Yeah. When you hold grudges, when you wallow in unhappiness instead of accepting responsibility and doing something about it, when you have trouble setting boundaries, when too many things you do feel like an obligation, when you become too dependent on the validation of other people, when you're constantly comparing your life to others or your gifts to others, when you have an overwhelming need to prove yourself. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. When you ignore your intuition, gut, or feeling about something. Giving away our personal power is one of the worst things we can do in our lives.
Especially if you want to be happy.
Especially if you want to be happy.
So giving away your power is a nuanced process. I mean, it happens all the time. It happens over time. You don't wake up one day and decide you're going to give up yourself.
That's true.
We give our power away out of fear and anxiety, or we have it taken away from us by those who are taking advantage. Even if they don't realize that's what they're doing, sometimes that's what's happening. But when I'm talking about a fear and anxiety, oh, she won't like me anymore if I don't do this.
Oh.
You know?
If they don't like you for not doing something, then they're not worth having as friends.
Exactly. But how many of us remember that?
Yeah, that's true.
So there are many reasons that we give our power away. Hardship and stress. Let's face it, it's easier to hand the reins over to somebody else. And then when it doesn't work, you're not being blamed. So
yeah, you just blame them.
Hand it over, you know. Eroding self-confidence causes us to believe we don't have the ability to manage anything, let alone our own lives. And little by little, we give away our power and start to follow the whims and desires and the directions of everybody that's around you. Well, so-and-so said do this, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Childhood trauma, raised on examples of toxic power struggles, we're probably going to go ahead and do those again later.
Yeah.
And giving our power up to partners who are only there to take advantage of us and get what they can from our abilities and skills, that's not helpful.
Not at all.
And you never get credit for what you've done because they'll take all the credit, even if they don't mean to, but that's what they do.
Yuck. Then there's the loss of self. When we lose ourselves, we're becoming victims of other people's validations. We take their ideas as gospel and start molding ourselves to fit their definition of what a happy life looks like. No, thank you. None of these examples lead to happiness. They all lead to misery. None of those things are good. We have to take responsibility for our lives, our choices, our decisions, and our own happiness. The good news is it's never too late to take back our power. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've been taking it back for
You learn to
now.
speak for yourself. It's amazing how much power you get back when you do.
That's true. We have to commit to becoming the driver rather than the passenger in our life story. We are the drivers. We create our reality.
Exactly.
Right? So we want to create a reality where we're in charge of shit.
And that we like.
Yeah. Try as we might, we know we can't control the world around us. We have as much control over others as we do over the weather, natural disasters, or even the past. But while we can't control what happens to us, we can damn sure control how we react to it. It means that we are in control of our experience because we are in control of our thoughts, words, and actions. Nobody controls that but us.
I got to tell you, when I was working with the junior high kids in the special education, especially with the behavior kids, I could tell them over and over again that you can't control what happens to you. You can only control how you react to it. I never took my own advice. I mean, honestly, you know that's the truth. You want them to understand that. It helps them behave better, and you just let it slide. So, it doesn't work that way.
No.
So there are just as many ways that we can give away our power. There are countless opportunities every day to take it back. So you give it away all sorts of ways. You can take it back sorts of ways.
Absolutely.
We can take our power back when we take the initiative, or we connect with someone by being the first to reach out to them. Maybe nobody else is stepping up to say hello to the new kid in school, or the new kid on the block, or the neighbors that have just moved in. You be the first one. You're in power.
That's true.
Because they're going to remember you. That puts you in the power place. It's more empowering to express yourself in a statement rather than a question. For instance, you could say, "See you tonight." Or you could say, "Are we still on for tonight?"
Which is the most empowering.
Right. Which one's stronger? When you're saying as a question, you're leaving the power in their hands.
Absolutely.
Yes or no. You already said, yes, we're going to see each other later. The simple act of making a stronger statement reinforces your personal power. And that can ultimately become part of a new way of thinking on your part even. And operating. If you start working from a place of power, other people begin to realize you do have the power and quit trying to take it.
Sure.
So there is power in expressing what we want and what we need. Speak your truth. When we develop our voice, we're taking back our power. So if somebody says something you know darn well is not true for you, and you feel falsely accused, then you might want to speak up because they're trying to take your power away. But that's up to you. You can let them have your power, or you can speak up, whatever. And we take back our power when we see that we have choices. And one of those choices is no. Some of us have to learn to say no. And we can weigh the outcome of those choices without being ruled by fears.
Hi, Gertrude. Welcome. Hi, Starfish. I hope you're doing well. I hope you and your hubby are okay. We think about you a lot. We take back our power anytime we free our lives from an obsession, whether it's a relationship, substance abuse, gambling, etc. We take back our power when we free ourselves from repeating learned patterns of behavior. We take back our power when we set boundaries and limitations and communicate these to the people in our lives. We take back our power when we practice using our intuition on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has it bit you in the butt because you didn't listen to your intuition?
Yeah.
Countless times. We take back our power when we no longer need other people's approval. We take back our power when we stop wasting time complaining. What good is complaining about things you can't do anything about? And if you can do something about it, go do it. Don't complain, just go take care of it.
Right.
We take back our power when we lose the victim mentality and see the power in defining our own life through our own actions. We take back our power when we get excited about the future instead of fearing it. How many people are afraid what's going to come next? What's going to come next? Especially with watching TV or the news or any of the crap that comes out.
I remember at work, It could be the person who's in charge of things and that you're working for. They could be afraid of something and therefore they're taking your power. They're saying, has to be done this way. You know, I was 40 years old before I realized, I don't care how you get that done. If the end product is correct, I don't care how. But it took me a long time to do that because by doing that, I was taking their power away. By saying, do it any way you want as long as it's right at the end, I don't care. You're giving them back power. But I didn't realize till I was doing this that that's exactly what it is.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. So you give your power away when you let others upset you, when you get defensive, become submissive, and act against your own health and well-being. And when you act from guilt or from being intimidated. And let's face it, we can be intimidated. Especially since we're empaths. It's real easy because they got us on two fronts.
True.
Yeah. Personal power is about separateness, containment, and defining yourself. Not what their self is, but by yourself. Setting limits, living out values, having self-control and freedom. Establishing your healthy boundaries with the people around you. And by healthy, I mean your health. Hopefully it'll be healthy for them too, but you have to think of you. And assume responsibility for your emotions, not theirs, but yours. And follow your values and realize that you're always making choices. You should be doing things for you and not to prove yourself to other people.
Absolutely.
Don't waste your time complaining or thinking about it, bad instructions, or bad interactions. Just do what you need to do. Forget it and forgive them and move on. And don't hold grudges. Just let it go.
Grudges only hurt you. The person
Yeah.
you're holding a grudge against doesn't even know you care.
So
you know what I
who's
mean?
who's it affecting? You.
Whoever's holding the grudge.
So when you finally stop giving your power away, you can take advantage of your innate strength and start living the life on your terms.
I think that sounds really good.
Yeah.
And I can check off many of these that I no longer do.
Yes, and I'm still checking things off because there are a lot of them I still do, but I recognize it now, so hopefully
That's brilliant,
it
isn't
will
it?
change.
Yep. I'd like to get rid of the rest of the ones I do as well.
But it makes a big difference. I mean, if you give your power away, you don't realize it. They sometimes don't realize, they don't realize they're taking it.
Oh, I think a lot of people do. Maybe some people don't, but for the most part, I think people realize when they're taking advantage of someone else, even if they don't
Yeah.
want to.
Right, but I think a lot of people...
If you make it that easy, it's hard not to.
If you make it that easy, that's true. It's hard not to take the power.
Even if you don't want it. It's true. So how are you guys dealing with giving away your power? Have you learned lessons about that? Are you doing better? I know I'm doing better about it, for sure.
Once you're aware of it, if you start looking at your own behaviors and interactions with others, sometimes you see some things that, ooh, I just let them have my power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you, okay, how can I do that differently?
That's the way to do it. Just, how can I do that differently so I'm the one that's in power, not somebody else?
Or we're win-win situation.
Well, you always want it to be a win-win.
Yeah.
Or at least I do.
Yes.
I want it to be a win-win all the time for everybody.
Right.
I feel that way about life. I feel that way about the world. Yeah. Gertrude
You're right.
says, yes, a lot better. Learning how to say no was a very important step for me.
It is for a lot of people.
And
Join the
Juno
club.
says, for me, it took going into isolation so I had time to think my own thoughts. Yeah,
Yes.
that too.
Yes, sometimes.
That really changed a lot about how I thought when we had the shutdown. The pandemic really,
Got
it
away
changed
from
our
everybody
life,
else.
didn't it? It
Yes, it did.
absolutely changed our life. And I have to say, it was to my benefit to be isolated and go inside and make those changes that needed to be made.
Yeah.
I went through that, and Warrior Girl says, I went through that while going through the change. Oh, bloody hell, that must have been hell.
I couldn't wait for the change because with my mom, She used to have migraine headaches, and it's what I call the third phase of life. She went through to that, and no more headaches.
I didn't
And
have
I'm
any
going,
headaches after the migraines.
Come on, change. I don't need these headaches anymore. They disappeared. That's a good
Oh,
thing.
that's good. Gertrude said she started daily meditation.
Yes.
Yes, and you do need to be selective about who you choose to spend time with. Our time's valuable.
Right.
We don't need to spend it with anybody that diminishes us. You're right, White Dragon. He says, I do not ever let anyone diminish you in any way. Stand up and do not let anyone take what is yours. I did, and it stirred it all up. Even Michael got involved. Well, I want to know more about that story with Michael involved. Yeah, I got rid of my migraines with when I went through the change, but then there were other things. So,
but I was very happy to say goodbye to them.
Amen.
Yeah.
Now that didn't work for my daughter. She still has migraines, but I don't know that they're as intense as they were. So, who would like a card? I think it's time to read some cards. I'm feeling cards. So I will. Oh, and I want to tell you that we've got a special show Friday with Carrie O'Donnell, Tarot Soul Rider. That's Friday afternoon at 3:00. Ooh, that's nice, White Dragon, being backed up by Archangel Michael. Woohoo!
Yep. That's wonderful.
Okay, let me write these names down before I forget. We got Juno. Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Jules. Welcome. We got Juno, Gertrude,
and I've been playing with another deck,
Linda,
and it's called
hi, Heather.
Is that the right one? No, I want the fairy deck. Let me find it.
I thought you
there
were.
They are. I pulled the wrong.
Choose
thing.
Butterfly Kisses, Indigo Jaguar. Okay,
And it
Juno,
works pretty good. I've been impressed with the deck. That's here. Fairy tarot cards. It's hard to see there, so I will change this to card. Thank you.
You got it.
Now you can see it better.
She says she has the deck. Gertrude has that deck. I love that deck.
It's a nice deck, and it does
Hi, Viola.
bring on things. So we'll use it today too. I don't use with my decks. I hardly ever look at the book. If I don't feel something from them, I don't use them.
I think that's the way it goes.
Yes, they are, and they're beautiful. They're very, very nice cards. So, and they even shuffle pretty good, even new.
That's always nice.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, Valerie. Did I get Valerie? Oops.
Do you guys find that the more you shuffle, the easier it is to shuffle? I had one deck that
I think they wear off the...
Yeah, I don't know. I had one
sticky or
deck
whatever.
that was so hard to shuffle, but the more times I did, the better it shuffled. I was so happy with them.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Valerie. I don't like to mop. It hurts my back.
I can't mop. I won't get through it.
Oh, no, you won't. And we did have good news yesterday, too. Was that yesterday or this morning? This morning. The heart doctor cleared her for her neck surgery on the 27th. Yay! She doesn't have to go back to the heart doctor. All is good. Heather is healing. And thank you all for all your healing energy and love. It's really worked.
So, and we're hoping that the neck surgery will take care of a lot of the issues in my back, too.
Yes, definitely.
So it'd be nice to be able to take care of
Prickly
it all
pear
with
juice
one.
for migraines. I'm going to tell Jennifer about that.
Okay, who was the first person?
Juno.
Juno, okay. Big lot of cards. All right.
I know, isn't that awesome, Heather? We're so excited. No issues with the heart whatsoever.
In fact, he said, I can't find why you had an irregular heartbeat. And in my head, I know I had an irregular heartbeat because I had blood clots right on top of it, and it was affecting it. But when they did all the checks after 3 months, evidently those have taking care of themselves because my heart's working normal.
Yippee skippy.
No blood clots, no nothing. Yes.
We love that. Okay, this first one's for Juno.
And Juno's card.
And how come I don't have Warrior Girl down here? I know she wants a card.
Princess of Winter. Inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic. You say it like it is. Okay. Information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult will just tell you flat out. Basically, they're saying, you tell it like it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to figure out which way I got to tip the card to be straight for you there. So,
hold on just a second. Indigo says, we zap those blood clots like we do trolls. Right on, sister.
Good
You
deal.
sure did.
You did good.
You did really good.
Yeah.
Sorry, Juno.
Anyway, there's nothing wrong with saying it like it is. Okay?
Speak your truth.
Speak your truth. So you're being the Princess of Winter. Well, sometimes people don't want to hear what you have to say. The way it is what they need. And sometimes just flowering everything all up won't get through.
No, it won't.
I know that.
Miss Gertrude is next.
Gertrude.
Yes, we're sending lots of healing, light, and unconditional love to Starfish and her husband.
Yes. As well as the only thing I could ask for Miss Kitty is if you will send her lack of pain.
Yes.
Okay.
Although whatever pain medicine they're getting, she trotted in here with no limp this morning. I was wow,
Whoa.
that pain medicine's good.
She's not feeling anything.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think she's feeling
She's
anything.
happy. But she does feel it when you pet her, and she just purrs away. So she is happy.
Yeah. So depressing.
I try not to think about it.
Yeah. I know. I had a little cry this morning outside.
I did when I was petting her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is for Gertrude.
Gertrude. Ah, you drew the star. Look to the future with hope
Yay.
and optimism. The power of faith is moving mountains. So, happy changes that bring relief and challenges from the time. So, it helps with it. The star is a good one. Things are looking up for you. It's fantastic.
That's always a nice card.
Yes.
And Linda Day Gonzalez is next.
I like to be
Thank you, Valerie. Thank all of you for your love and support for Miss Kitty.
I mean, I know she's old, but still, you know.
Yep. She's 19. You're welcome, Gertrude.
These are still new enough. It takes a little longer to get them shuffled.
You go, girl. Our Saturday show's on self-sabotage. So that'll be an interesting one. No, I think it would have been 2000 and...
Well, that's what they told us in one of your channelings, that she was 19.
Yeah. We are all old, but I don't feel old. Yeah, EFT, tapping might be
Okay,
helpful.
Gertrude, you got the Queen of Summer. And basically what it's saying
No, this is Linda Day Gonzalez. You
Oh,
already did
Linda
Gertrude.
Dickens. I did Gertrude. Okay. Sorry, wrong name. But I know I had the name when I was saying that. Anyway, the Queen of Summer does, you're very loving. You're comforting, emotional, and intuitive, and you really, really help other people. But it is time for you to take care of you too. You help others almost too much because it's detrimental to you. You're giving them too much power. So pull some of that back in. Take care of you. You're not so busy you cannot take care of you.
I hope that resonates. Miss Linda. I hope that resonates. Next is Jules. Jill.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what the pink waving and the turquoise waving is. You guys please explain.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Is pink
And
love?
what happened to Warrior Girl? It's a blank.
Okay, I mean, to divide the deck up a little
Where
bit.
it showed up there, but it didn't show up there. Oh, good. She says it does make sense. Perfect.
Okay.
I love being called the lovely lady. You guys feed my ego. That's so sweet. Oh, new emoticons. Okay. Just to make questions easier to spot. Right.
Okay.
Not everyone. No, we can't see the emoticons. It's just what she's typing that we see.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I wonder if it's the program, as we see it on the other.
That's true because oh yeah, I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on this program.
TV.
So yeah, they're on my phone. I get it.
And you said?
Jules.
Jules.
MJ, I actually have you down here. No worries. Right.
Oh, you'll love this. You have the Emperor card. It says use your logic and your structure to increase your success. Get organized. And that you are a firm but compassionate leader. It's just you need to start getting those things together. So if you're wanting to create some more artwork, get yourself put together. Okay?
Interesting. Next is Indigo Jaguar Heather.
And
The other Heather. Hi, Sharon Sipe.
I
Nice
think
to
there's
see
a
you.
lot of Heathers anymore. I think I can think of 3 or 4 of them.
I'm going to stick Sharon down too. My God, we've got a ton. This is Indigo Jaguar Heather.
Yeah, you keep mentioning other names, so sometimes I have trouble. Indigo. Oh, wow. Out of 80.
Oh, that's exciting. She's organizing her studio as she watches this.
All
Good
right.
on you, girl.
Okay.
Well, we're sorry you've been sick, Sharon. I'm glad you're feeling better, and we're surrounding you in healing light, sending you lots of unconditional love and healing energy.
Okay, you drew the moon, and on this particular moon, it has to do with your powerful intuitive epiphanies. Let go of your worry and fear about things, okay? Because you need to understand the truth of the situation, so trust yourself and your intuition, okay? Because they'll tell you the truth of any situation. Okay?
Good one. Rose is next.
Rose.
Our beautiful rose flower. I love the way we send each other. Everybody in the chat sends each other healing energy, and and unconditional love. And you guys are just the best. There is nowhere I would rather be than with this group of people. So this is Miss Roseflower, and she's here.
Six of Spring. You've got good news coming along.
Woohoo!
Because you've been making smart choices. And those smart choices bring rewards. Okay? And those kinds of rewards, they may include things like success and public recognition. But you've been making some smart choices along the way, so you have some good news coming along. Okay?
Oh, that's always nice, Rose.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that resonates. Juno, that would make me crazy. Someone just built a fancy house, used a Roomba while they were gone, and the dog had diarrhea.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness. Oh goodness.
You did. Boy, I don't know how to say your name. Viola?
Is it Viola? Or, no, Voila.
Anyway,
That's
you're on
hard.
the list, yes.
You're on the list. Okay. Who's the next person?
The next person is actually her.
All right.
Viola, or however you say her name. You were actually
Doesn't
our
work.
next.
We didn't
I
miss
used
you.
a Roomba in our yoga studio, but I couldn't use it in the house because we had sticky mats down because of scorpions in our stone house in Texas,
Get
our
one of
stone
those.
ranch. So they would get caught up on that. But up in the wellness center, I use that Roomba all the time. Right after I would pop that puppy on right after yoga, and it worked great. Yeah, happy birthday to everyone. Everybody that has a birthday this month.
Well, spreading them out like that tells me that's what they want me to do, because that never happens.
Okay. Voila. Vala.
8 of Autumn.
She says that Vala rhymes with Walla, I
Voila.
think.
Voila.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Beautiful
voila.
name.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. You have the 8 of Autumn. You're looking into some things, and they're saying more education about it would be smart. You want to do some more research before you keep going with it. Going back to the school is not a bad idea. Whether that's going back to school, meaning take some classes that you think don't need, but maybe it would be a good thing to do that. We don't really have apprentices now, but if you were to be able to study with somebody in particular, that also would help you, okay? But it's a long-term project that you're looking into, and you need some more information about it before you get going, okay?
Interesting. I hope that resonates. Thank you, Butterfly Kisses. We appreciate that. Next is MJ420.
I thought that was Voila.
That was who you just did. Next
Okay.
is 420.
Okay.
And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go.
Okay. a
We're
lot of
getting,
cards.
yeah, that's a lot of cards.
420.
MJ420. I assume her name is Mary Jane.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, we're still on for the 15th. I was going to ask you about that. I actually just did the ad for the 13th, so you're next.
Okay, you have the 3 of Summer, and that says that you're going to get news that's worth celebrating about. Now, it's not about you, it's about either somebody else in your family or one of your friends, but it's something worth to going out and having a good time about, because it's worth celebrating. So it's something good to do, okay? You'll
Love
feel
and
that's what
blessings
you'll
to
feel
you
like.
too, Indigo. And it's Viola. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes, we're excited too, Juno. So yeah, Juno will be here on the 15th. Woohoo! That's always exciting. Okay, next is Valerie B, who was just on last weekend and we had a great time with. Thank you, Viola. Oh, Mary Jo. Okay, gotcha.
Valerie B.
Valerie's next. Yes, I really appreciate when you guys clarify your names when they're different, because I really hate people mispronouncing my name, so I don't want to mispronounce yours. So thank you, Viola.
You got the Strength card. And basically what they're saying is you have all the strength you need. But not only do you have the strength, you have the power of kindness and forgiveness. And you have the time to embrace all of these things. It's not just that you're strong, but you also have the kindness and the forgiveness that you need.
That's a
For some
beautiful
things.
card.
So,
And it sounds like Valerie.
yeah. So you really are truly gifted.
I
with
haven't
the
forgotten
strength.
you, White Dragon. You're on the list. In fact, you're next.
You guys
That's really
must be
strange.
psychic
You guys
or
are
something.
psychic or something because you absolutely are next. And you wanted a card about something in particular. What? Wait a minute. Let me figure out what it was. Where are you? You wanted a card about. You can probably write it faster than me trying to find it. You guys go. It goes so fast. I can't find it. White Dragon, what was it you had the question about?
You wanted the card in regards to.
It had. Okay. Okay. Many others backed me up, LOL, but I wondered why. So let's have a card to find out.
Why Michael backed you up?
Why Michael was backing you up? Is that what the question is? You got it.
Okay.
You're welcome, Valerie. That was a wonderful card. The reason for the backup from Michael. Thank you.
Why did you
Because
back
he
him up?
loves you, and you obviously were right.
Why did you back him up?
So I've got Janet P., Warrior Girl, Starfish, and Sharon Sipe left for cards. If I missed anybody, please let me know. The Hermit. Interesting.
Well, you have the Hermit, and from what I understand, he was backing you up because he was acting as your mentor. He wanted you to take a break from society and go ahead, and he's committed to you, and you are committed to your spiritual growth. And so he is backing you up so that you would continue with a stronger commitment to it. So he was just being there as your mentor saying, yes, you go.
Sweet. Okay, Janet P's next. Okay, Butterfly, let me get you got it. I thought I had you on here. I can't believe I didn't. Gotcha. White Dragon says, wow, thanks. Yes, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, and maybe share with friends.
That would be cool, too.
That would be totally cool.
Okay, and this is...
The next one is Janet P.
Thank you.
Oh, Viola, that's wonderful. She says today's her first experience of this beautiful community. Thank you for being here and subscribed.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. We have a fabulous community. Who knew? It's just an awesome community. We love it.
Okay, you have the 7 of Autumn, and that means that they're saying, don't worry, have patience. Everything is going to work out. Take the time to rest that you need. Plan your next steps on whatever it is that you're planning on doing, because you are making a prudent investment in what you're doing. It's of your time or maybe even money, but you're making an investment in what you're doing. So step back, rest, look at where you are, look what your next plan is. You know, what's your next step. So just take a minute to rest, okay?
Yeah, and if you think we're awesome, White Dragon, the people that in the chat room whose links you've seen, they're all just as awesome.
Yes.
So please check out the links that you see in the chat room, Viola. There's some wonderful people out there.
And
Wonderful channels.
Everybody is so very helpful to each other. And supportive as well. Yes.
Absolutely. Okay, Warrior Girl's next.
Warrior.
I've got Warrior Girl, Starfish, Sharon Sipe, Butterfly Kisses.
Wow. Well, I guess that's it. Nine of Springs. Watch out for the things that you're doing. Take care of them. Don't let anybody mash them down. Prepare for, make sure that if there's a challenge to what you're doing, you can defend it. But protect it. I mean, you've worked so hard on this stuff that you don't want anybody else taking credit for it or copying it to the point where you are not the one in charge of it. So protect your things that you're working on because they're worth protecting. Okay?
Lovely. Okay, Starfish is next.
Starfish.
And then we have 3 more. 2 more and then the final. And that's good.
You're just not going to shuffle there, are you?
Wow.
That's too many.
I don't know. Maybe Starfish needs it. She's going through a rough time right now. Let's check that out.
Let me check it. It's the 4 of Springs.
Thanks for that, Juno. That's always helpful.
Okay, they're saying that you have a lot of things to celebrate about. Even though it doesn't seem like it, you do. And you've got close friends coming in to help with your concerns. And that you are successfully multitasking everything. Okay? When you put those 3 together, 4 Springs, Princess of Summer, 8 of Springs, when you put those together, they're saying, okay, you're doing a good job. You've got friends coming in to help you. And that don't just think about how hard it is. Think about those things that are happening that you can celebrate. What those things you're grateful that are happening. Because that will help you deal with everything else. Okay?
And I sure hope you're taking some time for self-care.
Right.
Being a caretaker is hard work.
But you're multitasking very well. And like I said, there are friends coming in. And maybe some new friends too that are helping you with things. But you're doing a good job. And celebrate that you are doing such a great job.
That's
and that
lovely.
you have these friends coming in to help you. Okay? And I know it seems hard to be able to do that. But it will help you.
Okay, Sharon Sipe is next. You're welcome, honey. Sending lots of love and light your way. So don't forget Friday, you guys. We have Carrie O'Donnell, the Tarot Soul Writer, who's phenomenal. She's here Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. And then Saturday, we're going to do Self-Sabotage. And that is at 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. And then Sunday, which I didn't have on here, is our incredible Junosphere. She will be here at 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific. Okay. Sharon Sipe.
Oh, you have the 9 of Springs. Actually, they're telling you also. But this has to do with things that you're working on now. You've got some great ideas. And they're saying protect them. Make sure they stay your ideas. Okay? only your nearest and dearest should know what you're doing because it's really, really a good idea. And you don't want somebody else to get credit
Snatch
for
it.
what you've done. Okay? But they're saying
Wow.
just be careful. And there may be some people that question you on it, but you do know what you're doing. Okay?
Cool.
So trust your gut.
Always trust your gut. Take your power back. And last but not least is the wonderful butterfly kisses.
I'm always amazed when I have repeat cards. There are so many cards in here.
No, it always surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
How did I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, big hugs back at you, girl.
Yeah.
Thanks for all you do, Sharon. We really appreciate all you moderators out there. You do a fantastic job on so many people's channels. I don't know how you do it. But thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, White Dragon. Have a good one, love.
Bye-bye. 5 of Winter. Let's see what it says here. Doop. Doop. There. Okay.
When we end this show, we're going to fix that, okay?
Yeah. So you want to walk, use your discernment because realizing that what you thought you wanted might not be the best thing for you, and that maybe it's not worth the effort. So you may want to walk away from it. They're saying there are some dishonest associations along with some of it. So use your discernment.
Wow.
To figure out how you're going to work on things, okay? And be sure of who you're working with. Okay?
Makes sense. Okay, then I guess that is it for cards, other than let's
One
do
for the
one
group.
for the group.
One for the group.
Yes, California's having a hard time, aren't they?
Boy, yes.
Me too, Viola. My daughter always got butterfly kisses. I love butterfly kisses. And her channel is fantastic. She's got all these little shorts. They're like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. I don't think they're much longer than that. But they're brilliant. They're fun, and they put a smile on your face. So I would check that out. There's little butterfly kisses. Short and sweet. Okay. For the collective.
A 5 of Summer. Let's see. Yes. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you remove yourself from the negative emotions of some of the other things, focusing on, they're focusing on what frightens and worries you. You get away from it, like the TV. Just be more aware of what you're seeing, but there is a reason for everything that happens, whether we can understand it or not. There is a reason. So just trust that all is happening.
It's all divine.
Yeah.
So pay attention to divine timing this week, you guys. Like I
Right.
said, Friday we have Carrie O'Donnell from Terra Soul Rider. And Saturday we're going to look at self-sabotage and how not to sabotage ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday we have Junosphere. It's a great week.
Fantastic.
It's going to be
Yes,
a
it is.
wonderful week. We love you. Go out there and shine your light. Let your
'Cause
freak
everybody
flag
needs it.
fly.
Believe me, everybody needs it.
Everybody needs the love that you guys are so full of, and we appreciate you so much. We love you all. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you Friday afternoon.
Right. Love
Take
and light.
care. Love you guys.